Good evening. Good evening, people. Howdy. How are you doing? Good. Grand. Great. So, guys, bit of a interesting little afternoon we got last 30 minutes, huh? So we're going to wait for a couple more heads to come in. Then we'll really get right to it. If you're wondering what futures are doing, SPY, Dow, red 0.24%. Pretty much nothing. It'll be green. At one point, it was getting wrecked. I don't know what was going on. What's up, Ross? Edvard? I like all of those put ideas. Yeah, I like $6 puts on Kronos. I do. But honestly, I think you want to be as close to the price. So it looks like it's going to go 650. I'd probably go 650 puts. And I would give yourself not just a week, give yourself 2 weeks. No chance in risking it. If you got 2 weeks, then, it'll be slower moving if this thing just runs away. All right. You give yourself only a week, we're basically right there anyway. Tomorrow's Friday. So I think you want 2 weeks in this. You have to count tomorrow as if it's Monday. All right. Especially, when you're talking about options. Nathan, what's up? Steven, what's up? Glenn, Baba Booey. That's hilarious. The Muss, what's up? So yeah. Okay. What's your take on HMUS and virtually zero volume? It's a liquidity trap if there's no volume. That's first. So how do you look at ACB and UFC deal for US market? Big thing? No, I don't think it was. It wasn't a big thing when it happened. I think it was just kind of grasping at straws. That was such a long time ago, that UFC deal. Yeah. Also, yeah, that's a really good point. I also tomorrow, next week's a short week, so keep that in mind. I think that also into this week, especially at the end of the day, 345. I think we're going to get a nice 345 pump. Especially if we're leaning green. All right. If it's deep red tomorrow for some odd reason, we'll see how, Asia's up right now. I'll tell you how everything's looking. I mean, if futures aren't red like 1%, then, I'm not even worried, because anytime I've gone to bed and futures have been like 0.25%, it never gaps down. And the VIX is not even 1%. So, we'll see what happens. But yeah, so next week is a short week. Glenn, you picked up some PYX. What's funny about that is PYX was supposed to be my trade today, and I just got sidetracked scalping other things. And it was down, and I looked at it for a second, and then I got distracted, and I never grabbed those 250 calls. And I'm like, after this news today, with this whole CBD thing, I was just like, fuck. PYX is a super low float. So after hours, it was over 250, which was the only strike you could buy. So, I would probably rip some profit off tomorrow, Glenn, if I were you. Just, if you get into something and you make a quick 20, 30, 40%, take take half off the table. Don't get greedy, because these are pot stocks. China going to drop bad news on the U.S. while markets are closed. Yeah, we got to see what's going on with coronavirus and everything. There is actually an uptick in coronavirus cases. You can check that. I didn't see the stats. So I did a one-on-one with somebody today, and they were telling me that yesterday was 22,000, and as of 5 o'clock, it was 24,000, but they update that number. So, you got to look into that. So anyway, let's just kind of get into this whole thing. Coronavirus and cannabis, right? First off, looking at the volume on Aurora versus Canopy, it's disgusting. Aurora traded 67 million shares. Canopy traded 10 million. I cannot remember the last time there was a flip-flop like that. I mean, that's just silly to me. So there's definitely a lot of traders. Well, pretty much everybody is trading Aurora. The FOMO is super, super high. I'm just telling you, whether you're long or short, you just have to be careful, okay? Because if they end up doing some type of, bought deal or something, and I think that they will, okay? This thing's just going to get pummeled, okay? But who knows, Maybe it's a really good deal. Maybe it's at a premium versus, down round. So I'm just saying, be careful. I don't really buy this coronavirus, cannabis, CBD news. One, it's from the New York Post, okay? New York Post is the same people that said coronavirus was the flu. It's Rupert Murdoch, right? It's Fox News. That's the ownership. Those are the people that you're dealing with. It wasn't like New York Times or, some like scientific journal that's peer reviewed. So I think that the FOMO is really misplaced. At the same time, you don't really want to get in front of it. So what I wouldn't do is, market opens tomorrow and the first thing you do is buy like the first shiny put. Now you can do that, and you very well could be right, because I'm guessing tomorrow people will be shitting on this. But also keep in mind that the U.S. is closed, okay, on Monday. All right, and you might not be taking that into account. And why that's important? Well, remember how Monday Canada was closed, and we put Canadian shorts nuts in a vice with Aurora? Well, they can do the same thing to us on Monday. Well, we're barbecuing hot dogs and having pool parties. Canadians are going to put our nuts on a desk and smash a bottle of maple syrup into it. I like the New York Times. No, it's not that I like the New York Times, Kyle. It's that I'm just saying that New York Post is kind of a tabloid. Let's be real. So, yeah. You think Trump tweets tomorrow are going to cause a pullback on the Hong Kong, China rumblings? Any talk of like trade war or anything, like the market's actually very fragile right now. That was kind of one of the sparks. Like, what was it, 2 weeks ago? He was kind of talking about it, and then there was some other stuff, and then the market just from like 296 went right back down to 280 on the SPY. So, that's always, unfortunately, he has some sway over the market when he says some stupid shit. But yeah. So I know it's late. So if you're not a normal subscriber, you should subscribe. You should like this, and you should share. I kind of want to get what you guys think. I want to hear. Do you guys buy the coronavirus? Is that cannabis CBD is like a coronavirus blocker, as they're trying to say? Um, what would be a good entry point for True Leave? And also, you're an advocate for Carnival, not Royal Caribbean. Why not Royal Caribbean? Because I don't know the people that own Royal Caribbean. I know the people that own Carnival. Or I should say my wife does. My wife's friends. And they also own the Miami Heat. Weed Street. Holy shit. Where are you, buddy? Hold on. I just saw you. Whoop, scrolling up. Weed Street 420. Good to see you here, buddy. How's the site going? Happy to have you here, man. Fluff, right? Okay, Weed Street knows. Weed Street's one of the few guys I know who's been on Twitter long enough that I've never actually beefed with Weed Street, which is great. But I think it's fluff. But here's the thing, right? Let it be fluff. There's no, I will, like you make a fire, you blow on it so it gets bigger. Yeah. Let that fire spread. Let these things just run wild and let everybody think that they're missing the boat, because then it is so much sweeter to drop the hammer on them. It's like the difference between a put doing 50% and 300%. So I'm all about FOMO right now. If you want to do it and you don't want to take profit all the way up, rock on. But don't cry when the thing, just complete rug pull. Pepsi cures COVID. Tilray June calls. You'll never find me buying a Tilray call. I mean, you see the thumbnail, it's the greatest short, and it's Tilray. If you go to the about section of this, it has an article about how I was just like, this is the greatest short of all time on Tilray. And this is when it was going nuts. People who believe CBD will help are the same ones who believe in bigger penis ads on porn sites. Wait, Milos, those aren't true? Are you telling me all this Enzyte I have, these jars of Enzyte, are bullshit? Fuck. Way to ruin my night. CGC puts, I really like the 1850 puts. We're at a level that we haven't been to since February. Yeah, February. I'd say mid-February we were here. I have to look at the chart. I mean, you chartists would know. There wasn't much support from like $19 down to 17 something. And we cut through that with this news. Okay. But the volume wasn't crazy. So I think, look, same thing. I think if you're going to buy puts on these, you're going to have, if the market is moving based off of this CBD coronavirus news, yeah, it's a short. Okay. I think it's a short. I could be wrong. All right. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to try. As we've seen, anytime it's made these crazy like moves on headlines, gives it back. It just does. Credible though. Yeah, I've seen stuff about this before, and and the New York Post has actually said coronavirus is cannabis is bad for you. So I've seen things on both sides that say, cannabis actually puts you more at risk. If you're looking at it, you have to look at it. Look, one, I'm not a fucking scientist, right? I don't know. I mean, I was hoping there would be a scientist on here, but I don't have the real scientisty Twitter followers and YouTube followers. Not yet. Maybe the bigger this channel gets, I'll pick up some scientists. You love Trulieve, but they have a shit ton of dilution coming in the next 45 days. Is July that close? Holy shit. So it's actually July 25th. So July 25th, they're going to dilute more than, they're basically going to double their entire float. Their float right now is what? Is it 35 million now? Or is it 45 million? I think it's 45 million, if I'm not mistaken. And then they're going to get another 45 million shares on that. So we'll see. The New York Post also had a cover headline, "Body Found in Topless Bar." Dicey. 65 days. So 2 months. Yeah, it's July 25th is the date. And Trulieve, I think, has 16 million coming off. I'll tell you right now, because I have it. What is it? There we go. Yeah, so Trulieve also has 16 million coming. All right, ready? Okay, Green Thumb, 6.9 million on June 6th. Cresco Labs has a ton on June 3rd coming. Cureleaf. Oh, so June 30th, Cureleaf has 16 million coming out. And then Harvest has, stay away from Harvest, July 10th. That's a dicey week. They have 40 million shares coming out. What? Oh, Trulieve is 54 million. 54 million shares are coming out for Trulieve on July 25th. 54 million. It's doubling, more than double. It's like 110% more. Yeah. So anyway, what's the play for tomorrow? I think you wait, okay? I think you want to see the FOMO it'll start to die out. Here's the thing. If it doesn't crack in the first 5 minutes, I think it will crack in the first 5 minutes. This is how I would play it. Get puts off the open, okay? Not a lot. These are your insurance puts, okay? So what I mean by insurance puts is you don't go full size. Your whole game plan is to get in and get out, okay? Maybe make 30 to 50 cents on the option, okay? So if you buy it for $1, you want to sell it at $1.30 to $1.50 or more if you can get it. If it just keeps fucking snowballing, you take your profit, you just exit the whole position, all right? Because I think you catch a bounce in there also. It'll drop, it'll drop, and then it'll bounce. Then you reload the put. Now you want to buy it a little bit less than what you paid for and bleed into the position. So you can buy the same amount plus what the difference, or you can do the same amount and hold and wait and see if it keeps going, and then get it lower with the difference. Okay, so if let's say you made $500 and you got it at $1, and let's say it goes to 90 cents, well, you can pick up another $5 with house money, because you might get that chance. That's what I would do. Whether you guys want to do that or not, It's up to you. I am definitely going to be looking pre-market. Pre-market, I'm guessing I'm probably going to do one of these. So if you aren't subscribed, subscribe now. Is there a way that I could just do these for subscribers? So it's like if you're not subscribed, you can't get these, because honestly, the last couple of streams that I've done have just been on point. Is there a way? Do you guys know? Because I'd like to just get subscribers, right? It would just be really easy that way. So anyway, I saw a question from Farah. Hold on, let me see. Are you able to say where you see that? Are you talking about the share unlocks, Farah? Is that what you guys are asking? Yeah, guys, so I have no problem sharing other people's stuff. So it's on statesidecannabisinvestors.com. All right, I'll type it in here. I have no problem helping out somebody else's website. So it's stateside. Jesus, I need to give him a better URL. I'm going to give this guy a better URL. I got like 400. All right, there it is. So you can go there and you see the whole calendar. How many offerings is the Tide going to do? I don't know. As many as he needs to keep fucking up. That would be great for subscribers. Yeah. Latin American MJ companies heating up. Yeah, you know, I did a private placement for a company in Latin America last year and a half ago. So I took down like 800,000 shares. And this is before the company went public and the fucking thing imploded. I lost all my money. So I'm not really too keen to get into any Latin American cannabis deals right now. So yeah. So I mean, look, so these are the ones that I'm going to be keeping my eye on, like laser focused. I'm going to be laser focused on PYX for you guys. I think you guys should take profit on that quickly if you did. If you did get in, that's the one that I gave today pre-market at like the 9-minute mark. I talk about it. I'm going to focus on Tilray, I think, which is why I have the thumbnail, the greatest short, because that one I think went up I think it's just overstretched. So I'll give you an idea where Tilray ended up. Yeah, this shit's fucking way overstretched. Closed at 965. After hours, it hit almost $11. The last print on Tilray was $10.35. So it's up 70 cents after hours. $10 puts, $10.50 if you want. I might even I might even play weeklies, to be honest with you. You know, and that's the thing. If you were playing puts, right? I don't think you want to be holding this over the weekend. You know, you can, but if you are going to hold puts over the weekend, given that the U.S. market is closed, have some insurance. So maybe you do a straddle or a strangle at the end. So if you don't know what a straddle is, so let's say I wanted to get $10 puts on Tilray, and let's say I'm fucking playing Tilray all day and I'm just fucking crushing it. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Now you can either play with profit, then you can fucking hold that shit over the weekend. But if you're not playing with profit and you're still in, let's say you jumped in the trade end of the day and you're like, I really think that this is just going to tank, you know, buy a call, buy some calls also. You don't have to buy, like if you are really thinking that it's going to tank, give yourself insurance, buy yourself like, let's say you bought 10 options for puts, buy yourself 5 calls at 10, that way at least, you don't get destroyed. Or, maybe you get lucky and it's flat and then you can just sell one or the other. Andrew, he says, heard that in chat today. Yeah, I think on Chronos, yeah, I'd be looking at, it depends where it's going to open tomorrow, right? So I think you go 650 put. If they want to give me 650, I'll take 650 puts, no problem. Let it run up because 650 can't hold. It can't hold on this news. Maybe it can, There's nothing wrong with doing a straddle. If it's at 650, do a straddle. All right. So again, a straddle is same strike, same expiration. So you buy 650 puts and you buy 650 calls. And then once you see that you've got a clearly defined direction that it's going, you cut the one that's not paying you. Do I think T-God rebounds tomorrow? Probably not. I think it fades. If I could short T-God, I would. The only thing that T-God has been good for, well, the last of my private placement stock, has been a tax write-off. That's it. That's it. Oh, God. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Oh. See ya. So, yeah. JCPenney's. Yeah. I wouldn't fuck with JCPenney. Did I block you on Twitter for a critical tweet? I probably blocked you on Twitter for either liking something that was really stupid. Kind of the same way. I'm going to put you in timeout. Jesus Christ. You'd think that people on Twitter have better things to do than to troll. But alas, you don't. Do you think the SPY has 300 before the big sell-off everyone is expecting? I think that's the catalyst. I think it's like holding any shares of SGDH. Yes. Not many. It's moving though, 5 cents. I was actually thinking about that. Let's keep that between you and me, all right, CS? Thoughts on CGC upcoming reporting? When's CGC reporting? I don't play any cannabis earnings. Like, I'm not in calls or puts for anything cannabis related. So, I'll give you guys a little check. Excuse me, I got the hiccups. We're at 0.39 red on the SPY. Dun, dun, dun. All right. Anybody else? All right. So, guys, subscribe to this. I'm going to try and do a pre-market one of these, but I'm going to need some likes, baby. I'm going to need some likes. These are like piss poor likes. Piss poor likes. But seriously, what other questions you got? 619 50 cent call still okay? Yeah, look, they go till June. I honestly didn't think that Hexo moved this slow. So honestly, if I could get out at 15 cents or 20 cents, I'd be psyched. Give us a put strikes expiration of the best plays over the next 2 months. I'll blow up your Twitter and YouTube channel. Come on. 2 months. I mean, are you talking about buying a put and a call? I can't go 2 months out. What am I, fucking Nostradamus? Give me a break. I'd love to. But that's why, guys, I'm giving this away for free, you know? Like, you want real-time trades as it's happening, because you see, like, everything is moving, fairly rapidly in the space. So, that's why I've got a chat room. Which reminds me, where is it for Tuesday? So if you didn't come this week, if you want to come on Tuesday for free, this is the link. You just have to register. You get a token. All right. You register. You get a token. You can come check it out for free. What trading service broker do I use? I have a lot. So I'll tell you who I have. I've got Schwab for long-term, TD for my SEP IRA, E-Trade for options, Canaccord for private placements, Haywood for private placements. I have Alpine Securities for stock from services. So yeah, I have a lot. Which do I like best? Oh, I actually do have Robinhood, but I hate Robinhood. I've got no money. I took all the money out of my Robinhood. There's like 13 cents in there. Which I like the best. I like E-Trade the best, honestly. E-Trade's the easiest to use. TD is like a pain in the nuts. They're kind of dicks over there at TD. What are you? Specific reason why E-Trade for options? There really wasn't any specific reason. I mean, I like that, I don't pay commission. I mean, but now that's pretty much everything, right? So in before all of this, no commission, the year in 2000, what was it? No, 2019, I paid $180,000 in commission from options trades. Think about that for a second. $200,000 in options commissions. Fuck. Nuts. You have you have $1.38. If I send you 1K, will you turn it into 100K for me, please? I wish I had that magic power. Or you can spend 1K on yourself and just learn how to do it. You guys have to think about trading like this, right? It's 252 trading days in the year. $100 a day is easy, okay? $50 a day is easy. So you start with $50. You do $50 a month, that's $600, okay? 600? No, it's 1,000, sorry. You do $100, $2,000 a month. All right, that's 24,000. That you end up, you make $25,000 a day, $25,000 a year at $100 a day. 200, 50,000, 400 is 100,000. And then think about it like this: if you're doing, let's say you're making $500 a day. All right, that's the equivalent of having $3 million in the bank. All right, and collecting interest, like 4 to 6% interest. It's very easy to do that. I mean, it's not easy, but it's not unattainable for anybody. Guys, I was one of the worst students in high school college, I was an English major, so it doesn't really count. I suck at math. But you know how you get to Carnegie Hall, right? Practice. Yeah, once you're consistent, you can make anything. And that's the beauty of trading, right? Because, you'll always have job security as long as you have a trading account. And the discipline and the fucking will to do the work. I mean, look how tired I am. I'm exhausted. What did I do before trading? I worked for one of the largest disaster recovery firms in the world. So what disaster recovery is basically like, think of like a worst case scenario. Twin Towers get hit by a terrorist, hurricane blows out a hospital. Like, I'm going in, assessing the damage, and then rebuilding everything. I mean, I was just a closer. That was my whole job, was to go in, get the big, get the board to sign off on it. And then my company would do the assessment for the insurance and then also do the work. And it doesn't sound like very glorious, but when you're making, between 2 and 5% commission on projects that, like one of my buddies signed up Galveston University Hospital after Hurricane Ike, and it was a $217 million project, and he made 3% commission on it. So I made $6 million by getting somebody to sign a piece of paper. So yeah, English major, double major actually, English and creative writing, University of Arizona. So yeah. How many years have I been trading? I've been trading since 2013. So I started like everybody else. I put $1,500 into, it was Scott Trade back then. Into my Scott Trade, started investing. I wasn't even trading. I was like fundamental investing. Started doing really well, but wasn't risking enough money. Slowly added, found pot in the summer of 2013. Slowly started taking all of my investments and putting them into pot. I invested a total of 10 grand in 2013, and I've been living off of that 10 grand ever since. Yeah, the Tucson, the Tuce. Is everyone using Canadian online broker? Thoughts on Power Read? I'm in Power Read. I love Power Read. So does everybody in True Trading Group that loves Power Read when they got the alert at $8. So, oh, Fabian, thanks. You don't have to congratulate me. Look, any fool could make money, okay? Especially in 2014 with pot, all right? That's not the hard part. The hard part is keeping the money, because I'm sure you guys know a lot of people that blew themselves up after 2018. I know people that wrote down like $1 million accounts to almost nothing, buying the dip. So yeah. So anyway, we're going a little later than I thought. Bear down. Thank you. So guys, for new people on here, subscribe. I have to say that I hate fucking begging for subscribers, but I really want to grow this channel. That way we can actually start having some fun with it, right? Subscribe, hit the notification bell, but share the tweet, not the tweet. Don't share the tweet. Fuck sharing the tweet. I don't give a shit about tweet. Twitter I got on lock. Share the YouTube. All right. I think this coronavirus thing is kind of fluff. Well, I think it is fluff. Let's be honest. I think, yeah, it's a way to propel the market, maybe let it go higher. I think that this is going to be a shortable trade off of this headline. All right. Yeah. Smash the like button. You're funny, Ryan. All right, guys. If nobody else has any other questions, you sure? All right, cool, guys. All right, guys, have a good night. And Thank you for liking this. I think there should be more like tomorrow to watch. Okay, so see Johnny B. All right, U.S. Steel because I'm in it. UVXY because futures. So there might be another trade UVXY. Remember, what's the magic number for UVXY? Under, come on, the TTG guys will know this. I'll say it, 35. All right, but I think you probably want to go closer to 34 this time around on UVXY, maybe even 33.50. Airlines, I think Southwest, if it tests 30 again, I think maybe you fade it. I think it will test 30 again, so maybe grab calls 2 weeks out. Hexo in the AM. Hexo, I'd say you make money on the options, but the options are just fucking slow. The problem with the Hexo option is that it goes in 5-cent increments. It's not like the Aurora option where it was like, pennies. So that's the only thing that's bad. My take on the SPY needs to cool down. We're way too high, guys. I'm way too high right now, but the SPY is just way too high. The economy isn't good. People, look, people are going to go back to work, and that's what we want, right? But there's a lot of people that are just losing. They're going to be losing their homes, losing their businesses that they've built for years. There's going to be a lot of wreckage. I just saw a fucking article the other day, and I say this all the time on Twitter. Yeah, I'm going to put this in perspective for you. American billionaires got $434 billion richer during the pandemic. It's insane. Fabian, yes, IIPR long since 50. ACB options below too. Yeah, my subscribers know how I feel about ACB options. So, I have no idea, Nathan, why SRNE put didn't move, but it really didn't move. The worst. That's literally the worst option. Just stay away from that fucking stock. I will never touch that stock again. I don't even want to look at it. I've never been in a put option where this, it goes from I buy it when the stock's like 650, and the thing goes down to like I think it tapped $4, and or like broke into the fours. I mean, and the option only moved 25 cents. Fucking nuts. Yeah, it's the worst put. I got out at 235 and was like pissed. Johnny B, you think the money gun's coming out? You're probably right. You're probably right. The money gun is going to come out. What's a sizable sum to join TTG with? We have members, Hamza, that have come in with $1,500, $1,000. I mean, one of the first people I mentored came in with $2,500 and wanted to learn how to trade options. I taught them how to trade U.S. Steel and doubled the account the next week. So it really just depends. That's why I said, Hamza, you should take your one-on-one with Mike, just because you talk to me all the time anyway. And he could probably give you some insight because, I'll just talk to you anyway. Never touch. How pissed are you about Love hitting $30 today? I'm so angry. Guys, I lost $30,000 on Southwest Airlines, and I was like 2 days off, a day off. So, yeah, Johnny B, sometimes we just get, Good trades, bad trades, it happens. But anyway, Bud and Tap looking right. I actually bought Bud Tuesday. I forget what it was. 41.25. Was it 41.25 or 41.85? I forget. Yeah, Love beat me up. Do I think BA will keep moving up? I hope so. I'm long Boeing from 90. So I had 1,000 shares of Boeing at 90. I sold 500 at 181. So I'm like, free position. I was like, thank you. Oh, Ryan, don't put that out there yet. The cannabis study for the COVID was funded by a cannabis therapy research company. Yes, exactly. That is why we're watching this. That is why you guys are subscribed to this. Guys, don't go and tell people, hey, this cannabis and COVID thing is complete bullshit. We don't want to tell people, okay? Like this, if you're not going to tell people, all right? We don't want to tell people because then they tell a friend and they tell a friend, and then all of a sudden everybody's like, the fucking fix is in and we still need to get puts, all right? Fuck everybody else. Everybody else is not up at 11:30 at night trying to figure out what the best play is for tomorrow. That's the difference, right? That's a difference. You guys are actually here versus, you know, watching Pornhub or Grey's Anatomy. I mean, not that you really watch Pornhub. I mean, it's like a 2-minute watch, maybe 3. It's more scrolling and picking out stuff, but you know what I'm talking about. Weed cures everything. Wear a cannabis patch, not a mask. All right, guys. Good chat, good talk. Like, subscribe, notifications, share the YouTube, put it on your Facebook, put it on your Twitter, you know, blah, 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 all that stuff. I'd be psyched if you guys did that. I have some really good guests coming on too. Save that for a later time, but I really good guess. You guys are going to like it. All right, guys, have a good night. Chat tomorrow. I'll see you guys maybe 8:30, maybe 9. The only way you're going to find out is notifications because I'm not going to tweet it. And the reason I'm not going to tweet it is because I don't want everybody to know what we're planning on doing. Okay? Make sense? Does it make sense? Good. All right, guys, have a good night. Like this shit. Guys, hold on. I'm at 37. Why do you guys always do? I think you guys do this to me every night. You guys put me at 37 likes, and you know I can't be in the 30s. I'd rather be in the fucking 20s. There you go, 40. Thank you. Bless your soul. Whew. My fucking OCD, man. You bastards. All right, guys, have a good night.